Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I post random stuff that I find interesting, and for this time I have really shooted this complete guide on how to make a Dasai Mochi. Although in the start I had a different idea of making a watch, but later on I changed the idea to making a Dasai Mochi, and as you can see it is came out really fabulous. I'll just share this. These are the components that I have used and the 3D printed parts. If you would like, you can just print those parts and connect the wiring the same way I did. I have used this ESP8266 base, the D-type connector pin. Also, I have used this really amazing touch sensor and a OLED display, cause why not? This makes the charm, and I have future upgrades for it, so stay tuned till that, because I'm going to integrate AI on all the other stuff that I couldn't in this video, although this video is way long I think, but you can get like complete idea on what I did. Okay, so these are basically all the components that we need in this project. So first of all, I'm going to introduce you to the ESP8266 based board. So this is a ESP8266 based board, and we'll be using a OLED display which is 0.96 inch. So next thing we have here is a buck converter which converts 1.2 or 2 to 3.3 volt directly to 5 volt. So this is going to be a great in need thing, because we need to power these modules with 5 volt power supply. So next thing we have here is the temperature and humidity sensor. Also we'll be using a lithium ion battery which is of 300 mAh and some wires. Yeah, so that's it for the basic introduction of what we'll be using. Let's implement this on a breadboard. So continuing the video, what we have here is a ESP8266 based board. You can see this clearly. So it's a Wi-Fi enabled board which we can get the data from the code. Basically we will get the data from the server, and that data can be shown onto this 0.96 inch OLED display, which we'll be using the I2C communication protocol, basically by using these two pins, SCL pin and SDA pin. So these two pins will be using as communication pins, and the VCC and GND pins which will be connected to the 5 volt and ground pin of the ESP8266. So this is basically the thing. So to power these, we'll be using a 300 mAh 3.7 volt lithium ion battery. So next of all, we'll be using a touch sensor. So yeah, so this is as touch sensor which is made in India. Also you can see one is input output pin which we'll use to basically send signals. These pins can be worked with digital pins. Also we have the ground and VCC pin where we'll connect the 5 volt and GND. And to charge the battery, we'll be using this charging module. Basically this is a type C one, which will be really great, right? So moving on, we have just the wires here that will be used to make the connections directly, and we will be uploading the code onto this. Let's get started. Yeah, so while our printer is printing the PCB holder, what we can do is just basically wire this thing on. It would be really great. So first of all, we are going to be wiring this SSB. This is the SSB 1308. Robotics cooling display. Basically, there are 4 wires just connected and get it done with. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is getting the length of the wire a bit more because I'm just prototyping, and this will not be the final result. Because what I'll be doing is first creating the design, checking if all the things are working great and fine. Next, I'll just shorten the wires, make the things right, and we will basically design something like this, and the watch will be something like this. So what I want to do is basically create a 3D model, and we also have the TPU for the strap, so that will be great. So let's go ahead with the wiring process. Soldering, because sometimes, as you may know, the soldering process makes the connection perfect. So why does it matter? Because in the PCB, in the breadboard, it basically connects the wire, but sometimes there is like sometimes the wire leave. So as per our sheet, we will be connecting the VCC to 3.3 volt, ground to ground, SDA to D2, and SCL to D1. So I did forget my tweezer set. It will be really helpful for me to connect the wires. Guys, but yeah, this is the first stage. As you can see, the pins are directly connected. It may not be the best wiring, but it gets the job done. This is what is not, and it's just a wiring. I don't know if the parallel thing works or not. I haven't tested all, read the documentation for the I2C devices. Maybe there is like a I2C multiplier. Yeah, there is one, but I don't know about the parallel. It can be. Before moving ahead, I just thought that let's just print a PCB holder, which would be really helpful for me for this project and the future projects. So I printed this one out. I did some PCB soldering later on with this. Yeah, you can see how I did it. It looks fantastic. Also, I have this rotating disc plate, which is also really great working. Yeah, so the connections are done right now. So these are the connections that I just need to get it working and test out the display. Yeah, so moving ahead with the coding part. Yeah, so as I was saying, uploading the code is important.
So let me show you guys an interesting sensor. Although I am currently not touching it, but it still detects touch. So it does this by using magnetic field, and yeah, I can just say that this one is a wonderful sensor. Maybe somewhere here. Yeah, it's really great sensor. I was thinking of building a watch using this sensor. So yeah, let's build a watch. So this is like a simple design where we refresh the screen in a few seconds, and yeah, it's decent. So what we have next here is, just give me a second. Start
Compiling. Let's see. The code is being uploaded, and just a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. I can think. Oh, wow! Just look at this. Wonderful. When I touch it once, let's see. Let's change. Just touch it once, the time goes on, and if I just move it, the game goes on. So yeah, I just wait here, it ends, and if I play 3 times, 1, 2, 3, yeah, the time game starts. Yeah, so these are the 3 games that are in this. 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, and reset India's. Okay, done uploading. Any changes? Hopefully this one works. I guess not. Let me try again. It should start, and yes, 90, 100%. Yes, it is going smoothly so far. Let's see the serial monitor. Here it is just blank. Serial monitor also the same thing. There must be some kind of problem in the program right now, given the fact that this one should work. 18 Logic Fixed Edition. Yeah, not working. Just let me shut down and restart it. Yeah, so it's working now. Test it once again with the code like the latest code with the lower frame rate and which can detect the touch with the timing. So it's just uploading, and yeah, it's almost done. Connecting to nothing. IP. Let's check. So the timing is wrong. Let me check the web page. So what I did is like change the Wi-Fi, connected it to my original Wi-Fi. Yeah, so it's compiling right now, but I do want to say that this is a really great project for me, but it's currently 3 a.m. and I don't know what I should be saying. 192.168.1.0, no, 1.100. It should work by now. So just check this. It should work, but it's not working. I don't know what to say. I guess that's it. The web page is not working, but other functions are working great. Yes, the time thing is also finally done. And if I touch it again, the time. Yeah, the game is working fine. And if I 3 tap, just wait a second. Let's tap it 3 times. Yeah. So everything is working fine, and so that's it for this project, and I will just fix it on the Dasai Mochi and let you know the other things. Alright, bye.
So let's test it. Connected. Let's basically speed run this.
Let's do some testing. So this is the Arduino board. Just test it. Correct. Wow. Success. Where is my mobile? There it is. Yeah. So most of the thing is done. It's just working. Just working. So what I was thinking of was like gluing this, maybe shutting this down, strip this. This is what it is going to look like. Finish this thing. Yeah, so that's all you need to do, like connect the wiring up and setting it completely. As you can see from the video, it came out really well, and I was thinking of upgrading it, like adding AI to it and adding a speaker to it, because why not, we can interact with it, because it's supposed to be an interactive display for cars, and you know, just a friend hanging out, or when you are bored and all, you can just play with it. It also has 2 games, and I will also upload the complete code in a drive in the description. Okay, so if you would like to make one, you can just check it out.